roller coasters can be a very fun but scary thing to do, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people find it very fun and exhilarating. It's like the fact that it's like scary but fun for a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, I've always had a very big love-hate relationship with roller coasters. I'm very scared to go on them. I'm scared as shit to go on them. But once I get on them, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of fun. Even though I'm still pretty scared while I'm on the roller coaster, but it's still fun. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, who doesn't have fun on a good roller coaster? Am I right? But I'm not gonna lie, there are certain types of roller coasters. Holy shit, my fucking hair is cooked. I swear, if anyone says fucking shit about my fucking haircut, we're gonna have beef, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If anybody says anything about my haircut, we're gonna have beef. I'm not gonna lie, my manager today at my job literally roasted the shit out of my haircut. Out of my hair. I mean, I haven't gotten a haircut in a very long time. I look kind of chopped, not gonna lie. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, yeah, roller coasters, right? A lot of people have, I personally have a love-hate relationship with roller coasters because it's like really scary. I'm like scared as shit to go on them, but once I get on them, I have a lot of fun. But there's certain types of roller coasters that I will never get on. I don't care how much. I could literally win the lottery tomorrow and someone would tell me, and that person at the counter would tell me, well, you have to ride on XYZ roller coaster or else you're not getting your money from the lottery ticket. No, thank you. You can just shred that shit up for me or give it to someone else. Give the lottery ticket to someone else. I'm good. I value my life. I think my life is very important to me. I value my life. I don't want to die, right? One of the most dangerous roller coasters that I can think of from the top of my head is the Slingshot ride. I've seen 2 videos on the news of people almost freaking dying on this shit because one of the cables decides to just commit suicide and kill itself. So there was one instance in Florida. It actually didn't happen that long ago. I want to say maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, maybe even a little longer than that. I don't remember. It was a while ago. These 2 people got on a roller coaster, got on the Slingshot, and right as they were about to launch into the air at 100 miles per hour, one of the cables snapped.
What's up?
Watch, you go hit that button and then
My boys was up what's up? ATL, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Callie. Callie, hi. Holy
Nice.
Oh my god!
That's some jinxing ass.
Holy we just dodged death! We just dodged death, you mother. Holy Did y'all see that? The rope shredded.
How nice. And I did see a video. It's even older than that one. I want to say it's like 10 years old or something like that. It's in a different state where one of the cables again snapped and they literally almost died because obviously if the Slingshot ride launches and one of the cables snap in midair, they're cooked, obviously. Right? No one's going to survive that. The cables aren't designed to snap while you're in the air. So obviously you're going to eat shit and die. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that is one roller coaster I'd probably never ride, or one ride that I would never ride. No, thank you. I remember talking about this with some friends and they told me that they would still probably ride on that. Wait, let me hear that right. You'd probably still ride it, even though 2 people almost lost their lives on that shit. And they almost died in the exact same way. Okay, whatever. To each their own. If that's what you do, more power to you. But I'm not going to do that, you know? You probably also pour the milk before the cereal, you know? But that's okay. You can do whatever you want. I'm good. Another type of roller coaster that I would never ride is drops. I don't like drops. I don't even like the sensation of it. I don't really think it's that fun, to be honest. I just hate the sensation. It just feels very uncomfortable. I hate it. I like normal roller coasters, but I'm not going to get on a drop. I fuck that shit, bro. And one video that has really just solidified my idea or my opinion of never getting on a drop was this one video I saw in the news. I've actually seen the uncensored version. You can probably find it. I'm not going to show it here because I don't want this video to get flagged. But basically it was this kid who got on the drop. It was in Orlando. It was a very big drop. It was like hundreds of feet in the air. And obviously the roller coaster just dropped straight down, right? And basically the kid was overweight, but they still allowed him to get on the roller coaster. Apparently in the US there's no weight limit for this roller coaster. And now I did hear, I don't know if this is true, but I did hear that there's another country that has this exact same roller coaster. It's exactly the same, and they do have a weight limit. I do find that kind of interesting. So I really do think that this company is responsible for his death, because honestly, they should have added a weight limit to this roller coaster. If they know that after a certain weight limit, the roller coaster is no longer safe to ride on, why did they let him ride on this shit? That makes no sense in my brain. I don't understand that. But yeah, whatever. So basically, the kid got on the roller coaster, and as it was dropping down, like the bar that, like the seatbelt or whatever that he was wearing over his chest or whatever, it came undone, and he literally just started free falling in the air, and he just fucking ate shit and died. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, and that's probably the reason why I'll never get on a drop. It was that video that just made me be like, no thank you. I'm never getting on a drop ever again. I do remember getting on this drop one time. Wasn't even that crazy of a drop. Wasn't even that big. And my friends just really wanted me to go on it. I really didn't want to go on it. And I got on it, and not gonna lie, it did give me like a good rush of adrenaline. It always does. But I remember telling myself, I'm never getting on this shit ever again. Fuck that. Yeah, I just don't like drops. I'm not gonna lie. The last roller coaster I would never get on is probably this one that's... Now, I don't think anyone has died on this roller coaster. Not that I know of, at least. God forbid someone dies on this one, because this would be a crazy death if someone died on this one. There's this roller coaster in Las Vegas. I've actually been to the exact place where this roller coaster is at. I was 5 years old when I went there. I never got on the roller coaster. Fuck that. I don't even know if I was tall enough to get on there. But even at 5 years old, I did not want to get on that roller coaster. And even now as an adult, I still don't want to get on that shit. No, thank you. I'm good. So basically, it's like this roller coaster, and it kind of just goes, it's kind of just this ride, and it kind of goes forward, and it tilts you, and you can see like everything below, because you're basically on like this skyscraper. So you see everything below, and yeah, it basically makes you feel like you're about to freaking die and fall off. Not sure why people want to get on something like that. Personally, I don't want to get on that, especially since I'm afraid of heights. I'm good. Thank you very much. That's another roller coaster I'm not getting on. But yeah. Anyway, enough about roller coasters I don't want to get on. Let's talk about roller coasters I would ride. Because actually not that long ago, I did go to an amusement park. I went to Universal. I think it was Epic, or... Was it Epic or Islands of Adventure? I don't know. It's the one that has the Hulk and the Velocicoaster. Those were the two most memorable roller coasters there. But I'm not going to lie, the Velocicoaster was pretty cool. It is the second fastest roller coaster in Universal. It goes 70 miles per hour. Pretty fast, not going to lie. Now, in Universal, the first ride I went on was the Hulk coaster. Now, mind you, I have never been on a roller coaster this fast ever in my entire life. Probably the fastest roller coaster I can ever remember going on was the Ninja roller coaster in Six Flags. That was in California. It was like near LA. And that one goes only like 50 miles per hour, somewhere around there. The Hulk ride goes almost 70 miles per hour. It's like, I believe it's like 67, 68 miles per hour, something like that. So yes, this is a lot faster, right? So we go on this roller coaster, and I'm not going to lie, I was pretty scared to go on it, but I'm like, whatever. I'm with my friends, and, I really want to just, face my fears and, just get over with this ride. Whatever, fuck it. So we go on the ride, and and once we lock in, I'm like, just instant regret. It's like, oh shit, there's no going back now. And there was an odd number of, my friend group was an odd number of people. So, and there's 2 people per seat, so obviously I couldn't sit with one of my friends. I had to sit by myself. And for this ride, I sat with a stranger that was next to me on my right, and I literally remember telling this guy, like, oh, good luck. I fist bump him, and like, bro, we get on the roller coaster, and I'm like, and I literally just start screaming. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I literally freaking start hyperventilating. And bro, I swear this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I don't know why I said this. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a 20-year-old man. I literally go up to this other guy that's also probably in his late 20s. And I go up to, and I literally look at him, and I'm like, bro, I'm so scared. Hold my hand, bro. Please, hold my hand. I don't know why the hell I said that. In retrospect, that was pretty cringe and embarrassing. But yeah, I was scared shitless, and at that moment, I didn't give a fuck. Now, this guy did not even acknowledge what I said. He just completely ignored what I said. Yeah, he completely ignored what I said. But yeah, in retrospect, that is pretty funny, but it's also very cringe and embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. And we get on the roller coaster, and I'm just screaming my absolute lungs out. My voice was pretty sore after that, but I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. The Hulk coaster, pretty good roller coaster, not gonna lie. So then the next roller coaster we got on was the Velocicoaster. I'm not gonna lie, that coaster was pretty fun. Now, we couldn't immediately go on to that roller coaster because unfortunately it started raining, and you're not allowed to go on roller coasters if it's raining. I guess it's like a safety issue or whatever. So, you know, sometime later it stops raining. So then we go to the Velocicoaster, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably out of all the roller coasters I went on, even though that one is the most intense, it's also the most fun roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very fun roller coaster. Even though I was scared shitless to go on it, and I'm probably still scared to go on it, I would go on it again. That is a roller coaster I would ride. Okay, not the slingshot, and definitely not a dropper. Definitely not a dropper. Is it a dropper? Whatever the fuck it's called. I'd never get on a drop. The Velocicoaster is a great roller coaster. It is an amazing roller coaster. I got on this roller coaster, and I was screaming even harder than last time. I'm not even lying. I was screaming harder than all of my other friends. So on this roller coaster, I was literally screaming even louder than I was on the other roller coaster. And I don't know why I said this when I was on the Velocicoaster, but I literally was screaming, "Somebody rape me! I want to get raped!" I don't know why the fuck I was saying that. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out of the ride for even saying that. But I was literally screaming, "I want to get raped! Somebody rape me!" Like, I was like, fuck it, bro. Whatever. You only live once. Whatever. Say whatever's on your mind. Act crazy. You know, that's how you have fun. You know, just goofing off and saying whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was probably the most fun roller coaster I've ever gone on. And even though it was pretty scary. So yeah, I mean, I also went on I'm trying to think of other roller coasters I went on in Universal, because I only stayed one day at Universal. My friend stayed an extra 2 days. It was just a lot of money for me, I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't want to spend that much money. But I did go on the Harry Potter ride. I went on the one that kind of is supposed to simulate a roller coaster, but it isn't really a roller coaster. And I went on the other one that was actually a roller coaster. The wait time for that roller coaster is so freaking long. It's a pretty cool roller coaster, but it's just the wait is so long. I don't even think it's worth waiting that long. You know, definitely if you're going to go on that roller coaster, have a fast pass. I know it costs a lot of money, but going to Universal with the fast pass, it is so much better. It is a way better experience. Not going to lie, I have gone to Universal with the fast pass. It's just 10 times better. But yeah, the Harry Potter ride was pretty fun. It's like these motorcycles that you go on. And I remember there was this one part where the roller coaster kind of drops a little bit. Now, I don't like drops, but I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't too crazy of a drop, so whatever. I don't care. And I thought it was kind of fun, and it kind of made the ride more nuanced and different. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked it. And then there was a part where the roller coaster just started going backwards. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. This roller coaster had a lot of different things going for it. I thought it was pretty interesting. My friend said it wasn't really worth the wait time. I guess it kind of wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a cool roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. My friends, on the other hand, said it wasn't worth the wait, but it's whatever. You know, I just had a lot of fun meeting my friends again, and it was a fun experience. Not gonna lie. So yeah, let me know what you think of roller coasters. What kind of roller coasters would you ride? What kind of roller coasters would you not ride? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, you know, do all that good shit. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.